Good afternoon. I wanted to just go over these things. Like I said, Dzogchen is another realization, direct realization path, like this path is. And also, so is the Trika Shaivism, which is threefold. Trika means threefold path, which is Kundalini. Okay, Kundalini. So I wanted to read this so you get a thing that these paths and the path that I'm teaching, Vajra Nirvana Marg, the lightning bolt path, the lightning bolt way, are very interconnected, basically the same type of things. So the purpose of spiritual practice according to Trika and Dzogchen, and also this path, and all of these are tantric paths. So what's tantra? Tantra is using everything you have in life to move forward. It's not like other paths where you have to, turn your back on the things of the world and, you have nothing to do with any of them. Okay. That, oh my God, these things are all forbidden. Well, no, Tantra uses whatever you're doing in life to move forward, such as we do open eye meditation. We open the heart. I have you, expand and go through all of your senses. So I'm going to read this and you'll see just how very similar these paths are. The purpose of spiritual practice according to Trika and Dzogchen. Trika Shaivism and Dzogchen share the understanding that the purpose of spiritual practice is to directly discover the unconditioned natural state of existence and to remain resting in that. Trika Shaivism places somewhat more emphasis on the heart and devotion, but both traditions are based in a profound understanding of the five elements and the necessity, let me read this again, necessity of opening the gates of the senses in order to reintegrate with the natural state. Neither Trika Shaivism nor Dzogchen are belief or faith-based systems, just as what I teach is not a faith-based systems. We do not do pujas to any of the gods or goddesses. This is not a puja-based things where you are having faith in Krishna or Kali or Shiva or any of those. It doesn't. This is not a faith-based system. Okay. The way I see it is each of the gods and goddesses represent a different type of an energetic signature, which one passes through. Okay. So let's go forward. Practitioners are given tools and guidance so they may discover their real nature with certainty for themselves. This is not something that it's a belief system that you're taught, oh, you're already that, there's nothing to get, there's nowhere to go, just believe in it, just accept it, there's nothing to do. This is not that type of a path, okay? But these are paths that end in realization. What they call, going into the void or the empty mind or clear mind, however you want to say it, they all end up at the same place. Realization, moksha, okay, liberation. So these are direct experience paths versus a faith-based path where you're doing pujas and you're praying to a god to help you and keep you and etc. etc. Okay, that's not what this type of path is. Neither is Dzogchen, nor is Trika Shaivism. Okay, but all of these are paths that end in realization, non-dual paths. These are all paths to non-duality. Okay. So again, when you have people out there saying, again, Kundalini's not needed, and these are basic tantric Kundalini paths, Trika Shaivism, 100% Kundalini-based Trika, the three goddesses, which represents the three channels of Kundalini, okay? And again, like I said, Ramana said 100% that you need to have Kundalini open before you get to realization. Okay, that's it. So, again, the satsang sellers are going to tell you something different because they don't have Kundalini awakenings. They don't understand them. And just to clear the air, I have never ever called Ramana a satsang seller. Okay, he is the real deal. And like I said, I've read out of the text where he absolutely says Kundalini is a must-have before you get to realization. You will see that, like I said, if you are a genuine realized guru, that you will basically match the same things that Ramana is saying. Okay. And then you get the ones that are out there doing this satsang selling. They use tricks of the trade. And you get ones like Nityananda or Muji, which make you, if you go to any guru, any place, and they make you sign a non-disclosure agreement, then run, do not walk out the door, run the other direction, because they're doing something they know is illegal, immoral, and they don't want it to get out. So both Nityananda and Muji make you sign non-disclosure agreements. Contrary to what people believe, it's very well noted. You can look up Jolicoeur, Henri Jolicoeur, that talks about Muji, and he tells his people, just go ahead and eat meat. So those people that think that Muji is a vegetarian, he teaches, no, absolutely not. And he doesn't use it like this path uses it as a way to ground. If you need it, you to have it to ground. It's like used like a medicine, okay? No, he just says, go have meat, okay? So there are a lot of false notions out there about Muji. You can look it up for yourself and you will see he's not a vegetarian. He dates the young girls, then throws them aside and humiliates them. He asks them to sign a non-disclosure agreement, and so when I see errant ones out there that are parading as realized, and they're doing non-disclosure agreements, they're having sex with their students, okay? And all of these types of things, I am going to out them, okay? Just like I outed Sai Baba as well. He was after the boys. He was after the males rather than females. I don't care if you're after males or if you're after females. It is absolutely not something that you do on the path. I'm not saying you don't have a relationship. If you want to have a relationship, okay, have a relationship, but you don't do it with your students. Okay? You don't do it with your students. Absolutely not. So I'm going to leave this here. Much love and light, and we'll see you online. And again, you can look up any of the Dzogchen texts. The Flight of the Garuda is a wonderful non-dual text. So if you're looking up Dzogchen masters or the Trika Shaivite, you'll find very similar to what I am teaching, the path I am getting, which a path of absolute discovery where you go through the path and you wind up to the going beyond the mind, okay? And contrary to what some people think, they might want to get the Tripura Rahasya and read what it is to be beyond the mind. It doesn't. You don't sit there with your eyes rolled up in your head, drooling on yourself, okay? Like we have some people out there saying, well, if your mind is still, then you can't walk, you can't talk, you can't do anything. Well, that shows where these people are at. If they are saying that, then they are still in revolving mind and they're still trying to just negate it and say it doesn't exist and I don't pay attention to it. Well, that's not it. It's not it. Not going to get there that way. Okay? So again, you know, you have satsang sellers, which just basically say, just ignore the mind, okay? But no, you have to come to Turiyatita, the stilled mind. If you want to know what it is, read the Tripura Rahasya. This is one of Ramana's favorite books. If you read anything about Ramana, he will tell you Tripura Rahasya is his favorite book, and it talks extensively about Turiyatita, the state beyond mind, what it is to be in Turiyatita. Again, you're not sitting there, not moving, not talking, drooling on yourself. You are very active, but the mind has stilled. Okay? So if they are teaching something other than that, then they are in a lower state of consciousness. They have not entered realization yet. Okay? I'll look on my other channel. I think I used to have the thing on Turiyatita when I read directly from the book, but I'll see if I can find it. If I can find it, I'll put that link in the description here. Now, you've got some good translations of it, and then there's some not so good translations of the Tripura Rahasya. You need to have the good, the old translation, which is a little black book. They have some newer ones out, but the translations are not good at all. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here. Much love and light. See you online.